Morning, everyone. Boker Tov, Chanukah Sameach. So, continuing the halachot of Chanukah. So, let's say you're lighting the menorah, and according to Sfaradim, we only light one menorah per household. And let's say your son is not home that day, whatever, at that time of lighting. Of course, everyone should try being there when it comes time for lighting. But let's say whatever, he's out, he's still yotzeh the mitzvah, even though he's not home and not present at that time of lighting, he's still yotzeh the mitzvah. And so too, if a person has a child that's in, let's say, in yeshiva or in the army or in seminary, and they're not home, they're just totally in a different place. According to Sfaradim, that there's only one menorah lit in the house, so they fulfill the mitzvah even though they're not present, even though they're not going to be present at all throughout Chanukah, they still fulfill the mitzvah by the lighting of the father at home. Now, if let's say they're in a different time zone, so let's say they're studying in Israel, and you're here, and you're lighting the menorah, now, when it's the time for them to light the menorah, it's still daytime over here, totally different time zone. So, two things. One is, they still are yotzeh with the family, but it's just a different time. So because it's a different time, what they should do is, mishtatef bipruta, give a little bit, 5 shekels, $1, to their friend who's lighting the menorah, and say, look, I'm also joining you in this mitzvah. And that means at the time when it's being lit, at the proper time, he's being yotzeh. And also he's relying on his parents back in Canada, whatever, lighting, and therefore he's yotzeh with the both of them. And this brings into, a few people already asked me this over this Chanukah, it's a difficult halachot regarding achsanai, regarding a guest. Let's say you have a guest that is in your home for Chanukah. So, let's say you have someone who, this type of guest, that he's not really a guest, but he's, let's say, renting a room in your house on Chanukah. So he's paying for the rent, and therefore he's not really a complete guest, and therefore he should light the menorah on his own, because he's not a guest, he's renting a place. But let's say he is nowhere, he doesn't have his own entrance. So if he has his own entrance into your home, so he's renting the basement, or even if he's renting it just for a couple of days, he has his own entrance, he should light his own menorah. But if he doesn't have his own entrance, then he's kind of part of the house, but he's not because he's paying rent. So there you should give the owner of the house a little bit of money to be part of his mitzvah, and he's yotzeh that way, as we just explained. But let's say, this is a more common question, let's say a person, he's married and he goes to his parents' house for Shabbat. And the parents aren't going to charge him rent, right? They're not those type of parents, right? They're normal parents. They don't charge him rent. They don't charge him anything for food. Come, my son, enjoy and stay over at the house, and you're totally a full guest. Or even if it's not a father and son, even if it's just a full guest at someone's house. Sleep over, eat, everything on the cheshbon of the owner. So what do you do in that situation? So here's a little bit of a machloket. Rabbi Ovadia Yosef says that the guest should not do nothing. The menorah of the house is yotzeh for the guest, because this guest is like totally part of his family at that point. Even though he's married, even though he comes with his wife and kids, etc. According to Rabbi Ovadia Yosef, there shouldn't be any other lightings. One light for the menorah, and that's it. But Rabbi Shalom Asas says that the family, it's supposed to be ner ish ubeto. It's supposed to be a candle per house. So here, yes, it's just one house, but there's 2 households in this one house. This guest is a guy who's married with kids, etc. So Rabbi Shalom Asas says, better not to have in mind the balabait, to be yotzeh. I don't want to be yotzeh your mitzvah, and light your own menorah, because even with a bracha, and that's it. So it's a little bit of a argument, a far argument. According to Rabbi Ovadia Yosef, the guest does nothing, totally relies on the owner. Whereas Rabbi Shalom Asas says it's better to do it on your own. So don't tell the owner, you're not having me in mind. I'm not having in mind to be yotzeh the mitzvah, and do it on your own in the person that you're mitarech by, in that person, in the owner's house. Okay, that's that for today. Mincha tonight at 4:35. Also, Bezrat Hashem, tomorrow night there's going to be the Chanukah party at 6, but there's also going to be the end of Shiva for Mr. El Kabatz, Allah Shalom. So what we're going to be doing is Minchan Arvit, 4:35, Arvit right after, and then we're going to be doing the special tefillah for the Mishmarah right here in the shul, and then there's going to be just tables right outside here with some brachot, as downstairs is going to be set up for 6 o'clock for the shul party. So we're going to be doing the Mishmara here right after the tefillah tomorrow, 4:35, same time as today. Have a good day, everyone, and Chanukah Sameach. Tana Deviliyah.